Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. This is your Z107.7 Local news for Saturday, May 17th, 2025. Starting tomorrow on May 18th, Caltrans will begin a pavement rehabilitation and shoulder widening project on Old Woman Springs Road from the State Route 62 junction to Gin Road. Work will take place nightly from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday through Thursday, and it's expected to continue through fall of this year. During construction, travelers can expect one-lane closure with traffic control. Traffic will alternate directions with flagging at various work locations, and a pilot vehicle will be on site to guide traffic. Delays of up to 20 minutes are anticipated, so please plan accordingly and drive with caution in the area. The project will improve driving conditions along State Route 247 by replacing damaged pavement, widening shoulders to 8 feet, improving drainage, and adding bike lanes for enhanced safety and accessibility for all road users. The work is funded through the Road Repair and Accountability Act of 2017. Caltrans will attend the Yucca Valley Town Council meeting on Tuesday, May 20th, to discuss the project and answer any questions. You can find a link at this story on our website where you can sign up for road construction updates, and we'll have a full recap of your Yucca Valley Town Council meeting on Wednesday. A longtime high desert artist is celebrating 5 decades of creative work. Reporter Hillary Sloan sat down with Karen Skiba as she prepared for her upcoming retrospective, which opens tonight at the High Desert Artist Gallery in Yucca Valley.
This month marks a milestone for Karen Skiba, who has been on a 50-year art journey woven from paper, paint, intuition, and lived experience. Her retrospective exhibition, Tapestries, Paper, and Paint, opens May 17th during the Yucca Valley Art Walk and runs through June 16th. It celebrates color, character, and creative independence. The title, she says, comes partly from Carole King's Tapestry and partly from the materials themselves.
The work is mostly work that's on paper, based on paper, with paint. I'm a collage freak, and I save just about everything, and I can find a use for it.
Skiba's artistic practice isn't just about craft. It's a lifeline.
The art making has helped me through all sorts of different things in my life. It's very important to me. It's integral to my personality. It's who I am.
The exhibition includes large-scale collages of Detroit's decaying architecture, fictional portraits of women, and works layered with beads and symbolic feathers, echoes of her childhood love for storytelling, fashion, and mythology. Skiba spent over 20 years teaching in the community college system. She helped establish the gallery at Norco College, wrote its mission statement, and held her 40th year retrospective there before stepping away to focus more fully on her art. Now she's entering a new phase, experimenting with scale and materials and deepening her connection to the local creative scene.
A celebration of 50 years of an art adventure.
The opening reception is Saturday, May 17th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the High Desert Artist Gallery, 55635 29 Palms Highway, Yucca Valley. The show runs through June 16th. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Well, we're halfway through spring, and I've been gearing up my garden and cactus transplants for the summer months by watching the Morongo Basin Conservation Association's excellent videos on desert gardening, deep watering techniques, landscaping, and permaculture. Something about gardening in the desert has clicked with me. Maybe it's the fact that when you're watering native plants, you're almost certainly giving them more than they would be getting naturally, which makes them feel less needy than other plants. I love how hardy flora has to be to survive down here, and the resilience is inspiring as well. A prickly pear cactus I transplanted last year was devoured by squirrels and jackrabbits shortly afterward, but just yesterday while watering I saw 2 volunteers popping up from the spot where it was nibbled down. This year's MBCA Landscape Tour videos haven't made their YouTube channel yet, but last year's videos have plenty of examples of desert homes that are using water-wise native plants as their landscaping. Each home's video helpfully lists their elevation so you can get a sense of what will do well at your house. They have videos for Joshua Tree, 29 Palms, Yucca Valley, Landers, Morongo Valley, Flamingo Heights, and Pioneer Town, and the deep watering techniques video is something I'll be using when I plant more native trees this spring. If you missed the landscape tours this year, there are water-wise demonstration gardens at the Mojave Desert Land Trust and the Joshua Basin Water District, and you can always tune into the unique garden show here on Z107.7 every Saturday morning from 8:30 to 9 a.m., or as a podcast you can pop on while watering in the mornings and evenings. Just walking around your neighborhood can give you ideas about which plants naturally thrive in your area and soil, and there are lots of plants that have yet to bloom to show off their spring colors. Get out there while the weather's nice and see what's popping off in the plant world, and we'll have all the links mentioned at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Book Day is a new event hosted by Desert General in the 29 Palms Commerce area known as Tin Town this Sunday, May 18th at 2 p.m. Reporter and author Gabriel Hart tells us more about Book Day and who will be featured at this literary gathering that will herald the countdown to this fall's 29 Palms Book Festival.
In partnership with the Desert Writers Guild and Mojave Sage Writers, festivities will begin at 2 p.m. featuring readings from regional authors Cindy Wren, Francis Moss, Donna Tomlinson, John Sierpinski, Rose Baldwin, Mike Vale, and Miltree founder Cheryl Montel. All the authors' featured books will be available for purchase at a special 5% discount. 4 guest authors will make a special appearance for live discussion. Jardine LeBaire, author of You Are an Animal and White Fur, and co-founder of P.O. Box Outer Space. Poet and former wildland firefighter Ruth Nolan, author of After the Dome Fire. 29 Palms-based artist Ted Meyer, author of In the Room Sinatra Died. And Brian Townsley, editor of the noir, horror, and western journal Starlight Pulp, and author of Outlaw Ballads. Families are encouraged to attend. Brown Bag Books will fill a special corner with children's reading, and Avant Blues duo Sister John Angela, who you are hearing right now, will bring their resonator and bowed stand-up bass improvisation to usher out the afternoon, before the event concludes with the official unveiling of the 29 Palms Book Festival program to take place November 7th and 9th. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Gabriel Hart.
The Bureau of Land Management has elevated its seasonal fire restrictions effective Wednesday, May 21st for public lands managed by the BLM California Desert District within San Bernardino County. These restrictions will remain in effect until October 29th unless terminated sooner if the conditions warrant. For most BLM land within the high desert, it's now under a Stage 1 restriction, which means setting, building, maintaining, attending, or using open fire of any kind is prohibited, except campfires within approved fire pits and grills provided in developed recreation sites. The public is reminded to follow these precautions. Always have a 5-foot circle cleared around your campfire and have a California campfire permit. Keep a shovel with plenty of water on hand and put your campfire dead out before leaving. Never use steel targets, steel jacketed, steel core, or incendiary ammunition for recreational shooting on BLM land, as they are more likely to cause a fire. And no campfires or recreational target shooting of any kind is allowed during a red flag warning or fire weather watch. And when you're out there exploring the high desert, park your vehicles away from areas where exhaust could come in contact with grass or other combustibles. Violation of the fire restriction order is punishable by a fine of up to $100,000 or imprisonment of up to 12 months. We'll have links to the fire restriction order and a map at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. And this Sunday, the Landers Open Air Flea Market returns to the Moose Lodge from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The open air market will have their usual mix of local vendors and sellers selling homemade and handcrafted goods, and the market's twice-monthly schedule has all sorts of new folks coming out too. Setup is from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., and the vendor spaces are free but limited to first come, first serve. The Moose Lodge is located at 58266 Ricci Road in luxurious Landers, California. And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News team, I'm Robert Hayden.